lowered her gaze. In a quiet voice she said, yes, I know my father is gone. I'm telling her she can hit me or hate me. I deserve it. I was stupid. I didn't realize what I was doing would kill King Janus. Ellipsis. Ryly shook her head. She said, I don't hate you, Ash. But, ellipsis, he was her only living family, and I took him away from her. I'm asking how she can just forgive me like this, ellipsis, when I don't, ellipsis. Ellipsis. I'm telling Ryly to hate me because I can't forgive myself. I know how it feels to lose family, ellipsis. And I definitely wouldn't forgive someone who took my parents away, ellipsis. King Janus was all she had left too, ellipsis. Ryly took my hand in hers. She said, it's okay, Ash, I don't consider Janus my only family. I'm asking her what she means. She said, I'll tell you one day. That's it? Ryly doesn't seem to be upset with me at all, ellipsis. Ryly paused for a moment. She said, First Mage Ezra is free. I need to find him and speak to him. Wait, ellipsis, did I hear that correctly? Ryly is going to find the First Mage? She knows where the First Mage is? So, ellipsis, where is he? Ryly shook her head. She said, I can't tell you that, Ash. I need to go alone, ellipsis. Ellipsis. I'm asking her why she needs to talk to First Mage Ezra then. Ryly said, when Luther fought Ezra at Mount Asher many years ago, Chronos won by imprisoning Ezra using the power of the Chrono Gem. She said, now that Ezra has been released, he is no doubt itching to finish that fight. She said, I plan on stopping it from happening. I'm telling her Chronos seems pretty strong. He did just destroy the meteors. I bet he can handle himself. Ryly furrowed her brows. She said, you asked me for the reason of their fight before. While I don't know exactly what Luther's relationship with the First Mage is, ellipsis. Ryly said, I do know that their battle changed Asher from a beautiful mountain filled with life to the barren volcanic rock it is today. She said, Luther is even more powerful today. If two powerful mages like them were to fight again, think of how many things, how many people, might be caught in the crossfire before a victor was decided? I didn't think about that. Ryly said, I'm not sure why he hasn't attacked yet, but with each moment that passes, Ezra could be that much closer to attacking Luther. I'm asking Ryly if we can't just talk to Chronos and get him to avoid Ezra. Ryly said, your brother won't be the one who actively seeks the confrontation, but he will fight back if attacked. Ryly lowered her gaze. She said, I just don't want Luther to fight again, ellipsis. System message, Ash is waiting. Ask Ryly if she's in love with Chronos. 1 of 2 responses. Why is she being so open with you about everything? 2 of 2 responses. Ask Ryly if she's in love with Chronos. 1 of 2 responses. Messages. I'm asking Ryly what Chronos means to her. It sure seems she's doing a lot for him. She's giving him her blood. And now she's going to speak to Ezra on his behalf. If she's not being manipulated by him, ellipsis. I'm asking Ryly if she's, ellipsis, in love with Chronos. Ryly is biting her bottom lip. She said, we were good friends in a different time, but everything I do is not only for him. System message, Ashes, why did she push you off of Ion? 1 of 1 response, descript, why did she push you off of Ion? 1 of 1 responses, messages, a monochrome icon stylized with a meteor, behind is a medium-sized gear with the clock face within, interlocked with a small-sized gear. Heading, image. I'm asking her, I thought she was my friend until the point she pushed me off of Ion. I want to know why she betrayed me. She blinked a few times. It really seems like she doesn't remember, ellipsis. She shook her head and said, I don't understand, ellipsis. Ryly looks devastated. I'm telling her I'm fine. You saved me so I didn't get hurt or anything. Ryly looked at the watch. I think she looks really grateful. System message. Tell her I'm more powerful than Chronos. 1 of 2 responses. She still hasn't answered why she pushed you off of Ion. 2 of, tell her I'm more powerful than Chronos. 1 of 2 responses. Messages. A monochrome icons. Responded. Tell her I'm more powerful than, I'm telling Ryly you saved me countless times. In fact, you might be more powerful than Chronos. Ryly said, I'm glad that someone so powerful is your friend. She says she needs to leave as soon as possible. System message, Ash is waiting. Why does Chronos need her blood? 1 of 2 response. How is she planning to convince Ezra? 2. Why does Chronos need her blood? 1 of 2 responses. Messages. A monochrome icon stylized with a meteor. Behind is a medium-sized gear with a clock face within, interlocked with a small-sized gear. I'm asking her why Chronos needs her blood. And what is that weird pillar that she was chained to? Ryly said, Ion used to be the Valdorian Royal Palace. My blood keeps Ion operational. She said, the pillar I was chained to is the heart of Ion. System message, Ion is Valder's palace. 1 of 2 responses. Button. Tell me more about the pillar. 2 of 2. Ion is Valder's palace. 1 of 2 responses. Messages. A monochrome icon stylized with a meteor. Behind is a medium-sized gear with a clock face within. Interlock. Wow. Ellipsis. I'm surprised too. I had no idea that Ion was the Valdorian Royal Palace. But Ion doesn't look like the Valdorian Royal Palace. Ellipsis. At least from what I remember seeing in tomes. If it was the palace, then wouldn't someone have recognized it and questioned Chronos on why he's living in Valder's palace? Ryly said, Ion is cloaked by an illusion. Its appearance is completely different from my old home, but the core materials making up Ion are still the same. So Chronos wanted a palace made up of Irelium, ellipsis. Ryly nodded. Descriptive help, button. He wanted a palace that requires regular drainage of blood from the last Valdorian, ellipsis. She said, Ash, I know you think I'm crazy for doing this for your brother, but you know, Ion belongs more to him than me. Ryly said, Luther's father, your father, was the one who designed Ion. Kronos then used his magic to solidify all of the Irelium used in the construction of Ion. She said, very few mages possessed enough magical aura to solidify that much Irelium. In fact, it would take about 20 high-level mages years to make that much Irelium. Your brother was truly a prodigy, one that Alencia hadn't seen for a long time since the era of first mage Ezra. My father designed Ion, ellipsis. Ryly said, Ash, I really have to go. She said, thank you for coming to the gardens, Ash. Ryly paused. She said, I could have told you everything back in the administration chambers, but, ellipsis. She smiled and said, I wanted to talk to you here one more time, like we used to. Wait, one more time, ellipsis. I'm telling Ryly that we're going to have more times, ellipsis. Right? Ryly said, goodbye, Ash. I'm telling Ryly I want to go with her. Ryly is looking at me earnestly. Ellipsis. I'm telling Ryly that, ellipsis, she can still depend on me. She's my friend and I want to help her, ellipsis. Ryly lowered her gaze. She said, you know, ellipsis, I see him in you. Who is she talking about? Kronos? Ryly said, I had hoped you wouldn't become a mage. Ryly then looked at me with fierce determination in her eyes. Ash, I promise you that I will do everything in my power to ensure you can be free. Wait, Ryly, she's phasing out. I'm telling her the Griffin egg sandwich would be better if she used a bit more salt and rosemary. But I'm happy she shared it with me. Ryly said, more salt and rosemary. Got it. She said, I can't wait to cook for you again, Ash. Okay, she said it again. That means she's coming back, right? Ellipsis. Darn, she teleported away. I tried to grab for her, but she already phased out. She said one last thing, ellipsis. She said, don't take Luther. Ellipsis. She said, ellipsis, she sees him in me. Does she really think I'm like him? Ellipsis, Ryly, ellipsis. Well, ellipsis, I'm glad I managed to catch her today. I don't think she would have waited for me long. She seemed to want to leave urgently. I don't understand, ellipsis, what did she mean by all the things she said? She seems to hold Kronos in high regard. I'm sorry, ellipsis, I need some time to think about what she said. System message, 19 minutes 58 seconds. A palish blue dust circles the screen.